Gordon Horizon on broadcasting. This and more in just a moment. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Nneme Nnyin. Remember that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel. To enhance operational efficiency within Nigeria's power sector, the Nigerian Independent Systems Operators (NISCO) at a retreat in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State aims at improving grid stability and ensuring more reliable electricity supply across the country. Evelyn Bado-Epo has the report.
It is the maiden retreat of the Nigerian Independent Systems Operators, and key stakeholders are strategizing and reviewing operational frameworks. One thing is clear here: charting a way forward towards a sustainable national grid, especially as Nigeria grapples with power supply. Human capacity development to drive technical competencies for power sustainability is also at the heart of discourse.
The advantages are just numerous. One of it is that we are going to improve the resilience, the stability, the reliability of the grid. And by the time we finally synchronize permanently with the WAP, the stability of the grid of Nigeria also will improve.
A lot of the consumers, particularly industries and manufacturers, that have gone off the grid was because of the unreliability and instability on the grid. Now you have NISO that is going to enhance the stability and reliability on the grid. So obviously there's a need to have an institution like that.
Minister of Power, represented by the Permanent Secretary Muhammadu Mamman, commends efforts of the system operators in the recent achievement of synchronization of Nigeria's grid with the West African power pool, a move that will enhance power supply in the country.
Creation of NISO itself is something that the government is doing differently to ensure that there is grid stabilization, reduction in power outages, and to ensure that each and every Nigerian have access to electricity. So you can see right from the onset, we are so keen about doing things differently, and that is why the government is so keen.
If you know what has been happening in the power sector, you agree with me that a lot must be done, in all of the establishments that has to do with the power sector. So I think this retreat is very key to our improvement in the power sector.
The retreat is expected to bring strategic alignment to manage the national grid, operate electricity markets while building regional cooperation. Evelyn Bado-Epo, NTA News.
And moving on now, Akwa Ibom State government says it will continue to reposition the state civil service to align with global best practices and give the welfare of workers a priority. Governor Moino said this while swearing in Mrs. Elsie Peters as a new head of state civil service. Clement Barakwi reports.
I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability.
She is the 7th head of the civil service at Akwa Ibom State and the 4th woman to occupy this position. Given her experiences within and outside of the civil service, Governor Moino hopes the new head of service will raise the bar of innovation in civil service, particularly in the area of training and retraining.
I have no doubt that you will lead a civil service where the key ingredients will be loyalty to the state and the governor, and the acute understanding of the ideals that shape our RISE agenda.
The new head of service, Mrs. Elsie Peters, promised it is a new dawn in the state civil service.
You heard what the governor said. He expects loyalty, he expects all our support, he expects us to interpret their RISE agenda. I tell you, there's not going to be room for laziness, there's not going to be room for laxity. We have to rise up and support the state government.
An indigene of Ikarakwandem in Eket local government area, Mrs. Elsie Peters began her career in the state civil service as an administration officer, junior cadet, appointed permanent secretary in 2024 and served as permanent secretary, Special Services Department, Office of the Governor, before her appointment as head of service. Clement Barakwi, NTA News.
We'll take a break now. More news when we return. Don't go away.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, SAC 0209-462-1168, 0916-772-3240. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Afraid, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Welcome back to the rest of the news. Students have been encouraged to give their best while in school in order to be successful in their future endeavors. This advice was given by General Manager of NTUU, Mrs. Alice Ube, while receiving students of Bula International School, Uyo, during an excursion to the station. Rebecca Ubon reports.
Receiving the students of Bula International School, the General Manager, represented by the Assistant Manager Administration, Mfonabon Mufat, speaks on the operations of 6 departments which makes up the station. He advised the students to maximize the opportunity to learn more about broadcasting to enable them make good career choices in future. The students were taken to some operational areas in the station, including the master control room and news studio, where they were enlightened on the processes of news transmission.
Is the exchange of information and meaning between 2 or more persons, whereas mass communication is the exchange of information and meaning among many people. So ATA is into the business of mass communication.
I think it means master control room. So this is where this is like the bedrock of the whole station. This is where signals are being sent. Without the master control room, a TV station, a media station, be it radio, TV, cannot function.
Don't push out anything that is not verified. Don't push out fake news. Fake news can destroy. So while you are already practicing this profession, please just be guided.
The team lead and some of the students expressed satisfaction on the visit and thanked the management for the opportunity.
It has been a mind-blowing experience here, taking out my students to experience how news is broadcast. So definitely it's going to be very useful to them. It will help them in future, especially in communication. All right, learning outside the classroom helps to broaden the students' horizon of knowledge. So definitely this experience is an added advantage to the students.
Oh my God, I've learned a lot and a lot. Like, the discussion was so fantastic. I learned that they have a studio and it's not the back, like they don't use one particular backdrop for a particular news. They use different types of backdrops, and I learned that they have a audio max that reduce the volume in the master control room.
Yes, because I learned a lot of things through this excursion. I learned the emitters, the transmitters, the ways that we can gain information through technology and a lot more.
I would say a very big thank you to the NTA for teaching us a lot, because we've been writing news for months and years, but we have not had the experience physically. So meeting with the professionals, we've learned a lot, and we say a very big thank you to my school for making this excursion possible.
Beulah International School is located at Etina Road, Ekomiman, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, and is known for academic excellence while impacting good morals on the students. In Uyo, Rebecca Obong, NTA News.
And away from educational matters, December is just a few days away, and for many, it is the month with expected dry weather conditions around South Nigeria, suitable for festivities. However, the rain seem not to be receding anytime soon, leaving expectations of the start of the dry season, which allows for outdoors to be hanging in the balance. Edidi Onyiba in this report tries to unravel the effects of change in those weather patterns in Uyo and environs.
In this part of the country, rainfall patterns start from March and climaxes in October, and in some cases, November serves as a transition period where the rains are expected to decrease. However, rather than reducing, the rains keep intensifying. This was to be expected, as earlier in the year, NIMET had predicted that the rainfall in the South-South region, with a particular mention of Akwa Ibom State, will likely be above normal, with the rains extending for up to December. Experts say while weather patterns can be influenced by multiple factors, including global climate trends, geography, and local weather systems, climate change plays a major role.
Where there is a change in the climate can lead to unusual rainfall being intensifying at very odd time. Like ordinarily, we had expected that the rainfall should have subsided by November, but we are still having much of rainfall.
Rising global patterns have been discovered to be responsible for unpredictable and extreme weather situations, including prolonged raining season. Experts also enumerate some effects of prolonged rains, especially on children, and what can be done.
The child will have cough, maybe a fever. There will be fast breathing, and in severe cases there is difficulty with breathing.
All we need to do is to safeguard against possible flooding and damages that may result as a result of increase in runoff, and on health basis. So we equally need to protect ourselves well to avoid catching cold, because we know that cold is associated with excessive rainfall, and which is hazardous to one's health. So we need to protect ourselves, wearing necessary thick clothes to conserve heat and make sure we don't expose our children to cold.
As for residents and business owners, while the rains have been a blessing all through the year, especially for farmers, the continuous heavy downpour is affecting their socio-economic lives.
Shocking things, because at the old history, I've not seen rain falling by November this serious, like August or July, but this period things have changed. Based known to God.
It has really affected my business a lot, because I'm into haulage of stones and sand and granite and all of that. But because of the rain, the government cannot really employ us. Even construction companies cannot really employ us.
It's not good for our business, because our business is seasonal and it's dry season that we run our business. So the rain is not good for us.
Respite may be a long time coming, as current weather forecast for Uyo and by extension Akwa Ibom State predicts scattered thunderstorms, an indication that the rains will continue even though with decreasing intensity. In Uyo, Edidi Onyiba, NTA.
Another break becomes stay.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality.
tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estate, Uyo, Okwamum State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Hi, baby girl. Hello. I know. I've missed you.
Why text when you can talk? With Glow Talk Master 646, you get all the time you need to catch up with friends and loved ones. Free with Glow Talk Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 50 MB data. Simply dial *606#. New Glow subscribers also enjoy an extra 2,000 Naira data and airtime welcome bonus. That's right. Every time you make up to 6 minutes of calls in a day, you get 6 free minutes plus 50 MB data. Simply dial *606# now to enjoy Glow Talk Master. That's right. 50 MB free data to connect and share as you please.
And for sports updates, let's join Austin Idemogi.
From Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, Team Nigeria's Chioma Nweke and Yanolua Bada finished 5th and 7th in the women's 100 meters final at the Islamic Games. Bahrain's Ididiong Odiong emerged victorious in 11.17 seconds ahead of Cameroon's Kole Tonjuk 11.38 seconds and Suriname's Keliza Ashley-Smith in 11.59 seconds to finish 3rd. Meanwhile, the stage is set for the African Biggest Football Award in Morocco, where Nigeria and Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen is in contention for another African crown. The 2023 African Footballer of the Year and Galatasaray star will hope to overcome the challenge from Egypt and Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah and Morocco international Hakrif Hakimi, who are 3 finalists for this year's CAF Men's Football Award. In the women's category, Super Falcons and 2025 WAFCON winning captain Rashidat Ajibade, Ghislaine Shibak, and Sanam Sidi of Morocco are gunning for the women's crown. In the Goalkeepers Award category, 2-time winner Chiamaka Nnadozie, South Africa's Adile Diamini, and Morocco's Khadija Emerichi are all in contention for the title. Nigerians are hopeful of capping off a remarkable year when the winners are announced tonight at 7 o'clock in Morocco. Let's now turn attention to the 2026 World Cup qualifiers that were concluded on Wednesday, where Caribbean nation, the Curacao, becomes the first ever smallest nation to qualify for the 2026 World Cup after drawing with Jamaica. Curacao has a population of 150,000 people, smaller than the Iceland, which held the record after featuring in the 2018 World Cup finals. With sports update, I'm Austin Edemodu, NTA News.
And that's a package, but before we go, recap of the major stories. Nigeria's power sector is to receive a boost following moves to stabilize LW to broaden students' horizon on broadcasting. That's the news. So now for the news in Ibibio with Abasenya Ekpeyon. Good evening.
kwa ibo mi komisi kamini nkiri nkiri abasenya ekpenyam ye komen boxini ukara sete kwa ibo abu kila da kem pariba ari kadumbo ki mi ne mpo ibono ke fankan utumo konsen ma toro ayira ke kamanda inung inam yakme na mutum okonsen edia ofon utumo mo inama e kamada iwud ukara sete mi etu moino aketanga mi da ke no ufada iwud no me na mutum okonsen ke sete mi ma Elsie Peters wonsu iwud yaikob ngom
Anyero yoda iwud nutumutumu karitiaba kested ayongodo ayowu wainang adikami tiedo kedi no mifyogutum senyenye tenutumutumu kara adai wuru kara sted mi moino anyidro nyen kufa adai wuru mi etu moino akom adai wud nutumutum asoko kwenutum amo kedi kinam yak nutumutum kara asanga kekem muburumpo na ukara sted yen Kabanga awi ba ukara sio kutum Nyama tangabo gari na makpaniko adum poso wi mi kama ki brembre ayongobo awo kedodo imi yemma diso iwod nyung namu akpaniko asan wed akpongutum ufada iwod nutumutum ukara ma LC Peter zama wo adina utum jasa ngakeken mena ukara yem anyetu ikot akpandem kengko ukara ket ndien anyekatongo isangutum mo Etuida, ayongodo okasem itiete sanga wenwet. Kiswa 2024, bimiswedi nonye ufaitiemi. Wisdom check.
enon di to fong wet item yagesni dem ekpem wet manatoro edi do akpana bokini isomo ekamada wuru fawutum usane to 20 yo mali sugbe akenon di to fong wet Beulah International School ekedi ufawutum usane to 20 yo item kini ekedi ripo kwebikote excursion kufawutum 20 ya ikombom
Kendi to fongwet ekoto Beulah International School ekedi woro fawutum usane to 20 yo awon sido udiane kamba awo keikpenkang ekoto admin ete mfonobong mofat akedo wo sikibon mo isna yo enyoro kan mo mendo tum ye memposi kaiso kufawutum usane to 20 yo Ini ekin nogon di to fongwet item ama bon di to fongwet yaga moer ufang amoere te kpanpo maratoro ammo bi kan ikpempo ameri giben ufon isogom mo kiniso ore ma ben di to fongwet isang e word mentions yo ikpe ame baga mempo senanga yemitie si banga ame nanga kemme kpanpo maratoro mbogosi yorgofam kerko tuitiero ari tieme esieganam yak no mbok aroga fam amekoto master control room yingo tanga banga mempo sisi kaiso kidak mbemiso ekat membok nkon tape ke fam ye mempo si kaiso ke rimbot romon sikiran di to fong gurusong yusong di to fong wet e mai komo fogotum enti yo ke banga ifet yu fanga ke no gomo ari sangandi diri kpempo nto ke banga mempo si kaiso ku fogotum mi ufong wet Beulah International School Ada kusong etinan ke komiman uyo mika kwa ibom state den yong mo ntem mono meda ka tai kamandaga ke fang ukpemwet enywe non ntoyen menti wonpo nko abasenya ekpenyong
Miri wo utan bukun kwanti penyu bubyo yem so songa ke mkwangutong ning miro basenya ekpenyong asiere